think it's working. Whoops. I think it's working. I'm using the older singing microphone, Assure something something something. I don't know the numbers, but I was going to show a deck, but then it's just so hot. I just didn't feel like. So I thought I'd make this video again about shoutouts. I think kinda. Oh look, it's showing me actually streaming. Hold on. I got to change to another window. But basically this is video number 2. Yes, that one. In June I think it's Maha's treasure box started this, I think. And I called it shoutouts for June 2019. So this is July 2019. Let me go to my history. And I'll just kind of scroll through if I can do both at the same time. Also, you might want to know what this shirt is. I have on kind of a yin yang, but with 2 cats kind of thing. I don't know. It felt good, comfortable, so that's what I'm wearing. Plus, I tried orange, and that just like popped out the screen. I don't know, the colors just bled all over the place. So hopefully I can do this and see it, even though it's still twisted backwards. Like I should be looking at what's on the screen or showing the mouse, but I can't figure out how to capture the mouse. So I'm stuck kind of saying the names of the channels, and I'll link to them below like I did last time. And some of them will be repeats because I like their content. I watched them again. so here goes. First off, today I think I watched Walkthrough of Saints and Mystics. I didn't leave a comment because my comment would probably be annoying to her, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe she feels the same way but doesn't want to say it. Something about these Saints and Mystics having premium gym memberships is a bit off-putting. I don't know. I mean, we can all wish we looked like that, I guess. But that was by Two Paths Tarot, is the channel name. I like her voice. She does a good job of talking, which I wish I did. I have started taking lessons. Yet another family member. And then I watched this one a couple times. I think that's supposed to say Late Night Confessions of a Tarot Pervert, but it says Last Night Confessions of a Tarot Pervert, but that could be true as well. A channel called Raw Spirit, and that was pretty funny. And then someone that I regularly watch, I don't really get into each type of reading that she does, but they're interesting. That's the channel Sacred Keep. And today, What Past Life is Speaking to You Now? And then, oh yeah, before I forget, I want to show a little thing I created real quick before I forget about it. I guess I got to turn off YouTube history. There we go. And I got to move me, which is hard to do and hold a microphone. So I'm going to move me down. Oops, I'm moving the wrong me. Fit to screen. Sorry. Technical difficulties because I don't click right. There, I'll just put me there. And yet another family member who's also kind of molecular biologist and into DNA and is determined to figure out all aspects of our family, both my father's side and my mother's side, and Cherokee side, and what appeared to be, or what they thought was German, which is kind of German, but it also turns out to be, 30% Irish? According to, and she bought for everybody, she bought a DNA test kit for everyone. So everybody in the family has been spitting and swabbing and doing all kinds of stuff that they make you do, and then sending in and waiting for the report. And then she's putting it all together and trying to figure it out. Plus, some company she has access to privately has done it. But so far, they're all pretty much in agreement. The only thing that's odd is, and I guess the others kind of hint at it, but 23andMe seems to be big on telling you how much Neanderthal variants, they call it, variants, that are in your background, in your ancestry. And I got this little trophy from 23andMe that says I have the most of anybody who's ever spit into 23andMe. I have the most Neanderthal variants. I think there's in total 1,000, like 1,400, 1,400. And I have almost that number, which is a little weird, which made me immediately think, why didn't they just refer me to another place to send your DNA in called Your BFF, which I made up to mean Your Bigfoot Family. And there's a picture of Bigfoot walking off into the woods, you know, that classic fake hoax picture of some guy in a gorilla suit walking off in the woods. And then I put a little bubble coming out of his mouth that says, "Welcome, follow me." But anyway, okay, that was my fun thing for the moment. Let's go back to my YouTube history. And I guess appropriately enough, after finding out that they even go into Celtic stuff. I don't get the, maybe I just don't know enough. I don't get the association with being 30% Irish and then all of a sudden all this Celtic information. I have the Celts in like northern middle Europe, maybe coming over to England and Ireland and Scotland. I don't know. I guess I'll be doing more research, or the family member will be pointing all this out to me in the book supposedly she's going to create. But anyway, there's this guy that I've been watching. I think I mentioned him before, but he has several channels. This one's Open Source Occult. I'll scroll up. Open Source Occult TV, and he was talking about Earth magic. And then more Falling Asleep to Terence McKenna, Irish again. And then here's a lady with a lot of hair. And I was watching because at first she talked about math and physics. I'm kind of into math, or was. But then it sounds like she just gave up on her PhD dreams and decided that she could make just as much money by just smiling and being cute with an Australian accent on YouTube. Her channel is called Tybees, but she seems to pronounce her name as Toby. And that says Math for Cats. And then another thing that happens periodically, I don't know this person or follow this person, but the channel's called Live, Love, Life. And this occurred to me several times, where you encounter someone who's in love, they're a young mom, and it kind of makes, I don't know, it's kind of a beauty sort of thing. They become possibly more beautiful than they are, although she is pretty. And then a reminder of near where I grew up, Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, that's the highest point east of the Mississippi. So that was fun to watch that lady walk up one of the trails I've walked many times. She took one of the lesser ones, I think, but she is something like she lost 110 pounds or something. So that was kind of cool. And then I haven't watched as many of the Jen the Taxidermy Witchifer as I was, but it's interesting that she's been reading, and how she gets away with this is beyond me, because I tried to read Cinderella and it didn't work. But she's been reading from the Appalachian Folk Magic book, which I guess its title's Backwoods Witchcraft, Appalachian Folk Magic. And I'm in the Appalachians, and she spelled it wrong. It needs an H in there, but that's okay. But some people are off-put by that magic and the Christianity that also pervades this area and gets mixed together. Also, I do watch this lady, which is getting a tad weirder as time goes on, as staff carrier woman. No offense. It just is. This is called forest bathing. If there's such a thing as forest bathing, I am well bathed because I'm in the middle of a national forest and go often, not always, but oftentimes through one of the trails that are around here. And then, of course, this is another beauty video. I'm not sure the channel, Transition 21. I think it's on lots of channels, but it's Alan Watts, doing one of his lecture things, and she's doing, I forget the type of yoga, but it looks like she's near the Dead Sea and doing this, posing. So she's very pretty, and I'm pretty sure we didn't date. The next one, I'm pretty sure we did date, but I'm just kidding. It says Olena, a Siberian shaman lady. The noises that she can make are unbelievable. I'm pretty sure I've heard some of those late at night. She can sound like a wolf, all kinds of things. And she plays what they would call around here a juice harp. It's actually a Jaws harp, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe it is juice. I don't know. That is so weird and so loud. Prepare yourself if you watch that. Then there's Veronica Pantou Renault, which is French, maybe. And there's, at first, like everybody who leaves comments on that video, it's ASMR Japanese Zen garden. It's cool. I wish I had one of those. I wish I could set that up. That would be nice to have. It'd be a real problem to keep clean like she is able to do. Everybody's trying to guess who she was. Is she Japanese? And then in some place in that video, you kind of see some long blonde hair. And then she's not Japanese, but I'm not sure where she's from. She was trying to tease them and all, but I don't know how that worked out. Then there's Yuki Koshimoto, I think. She's playing this thing called a hand pan. And that's really cool sound. She's a teeny tiny person. Has a big smile. And some of the other videos when somebody comes up and leaves money in her little bucket thing. So that's cool. And then a song I really like by Phosphorescence called Song for Zulu. Kind of sad, but that lady's kind of pretty too, especially at the end where she starts getting free, not to spoil it for you. Then I also watched And the Moon Loves Me. I have a thing for the garden videos. I'm not sure why. And she's showing some things that are growing. There's another channel, Danu's Dragonfly, which I'll try to remember to link. She has excellent gardening and seeds and all kinds of stuff. And then there's the crazy guy I mentioned before, Thomas Sheridan. He has at least 3 channels. There's Thomas Sheridan, Open Source Occult TV, and Beyond Room 313 or something like that. I do like when he does those Velocity of Nows with the bobbing Irish people in their heads while the song is playing. I don't know how he did that, but that's cool looking. And it sounds good. I don't always agree with everything he says because he's a little out there. I'll say it nicely. And then this lady, Alison Moon, changed her name to Lupa's Moon. I think that was the change. There he is again, bashing on Christianity like a lot of times. That's okay. And there's me thinking, do I need yet another Raspberry Pi computer? It's a little tiny, $30, $40 computers. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure this time. And there's Kelly of the Truth and Story, of course. Not that I always go to the live chats. I'm not as chatty as they are. Definitely not as chatty as she is. There's a good one with Alan Watts. Sometimes I like these because not so much the music they throw in, but the pictures that are in them. There's another Sacred Keep. There's some more crazy Irish dude. There's Beyond Room 313. I thought that one was interesting right here by someone named Lilypad. It says, ramble with a witch, laughter is the best medicine. And then I watched that one after I watched that, the ongoing trauma drama thing in the tarot community, so to speak. And it was interesting what she had to say. She didn't get a lot of views like the other people who may have been doing them just for that reason. And there's staff carrier woman again. Getting slightly crazier as time goes on. And I missed Crockett's Corner. She has a lot of decks, or ever growing anyway. I think Crockett's the cat, I think. I watched those. Tiger's Abyss, I missed that. I wanted to get in there, but oh well. And then I think that's pretty much it. That's about the same length as last time. So with that, I'm going to tip my hat and say peace.